Hello, thank you very much for tuning in. So I'll basically be doing a star sign reading. Please like, comment and subscribe as that actually helps the channel grow. Let's start. I'm just going to shuffle out cards, and Spirit has already gave us cards. So it's Cancer and Scorpio. Thank you, Spirit Guides and Ancestors, for the messages. What do you want to let Sagittarius and Cancer know? Okay. Thank you, Spirit Guides, Angels and Ancestors. So basically, you are the star. Keeping things balanced and actually having good influence. And basically trying to, when I say keeping things balanced, you're basically just trying to balance things out in terms of your emotions and all that. And you're just being a star at it. And you could also be dealing with the Sag and Aquarius. You're no more dealing with this sneaky energy. So you're basically noticing everything and just being a star by noticing that, I don't need to deal with all of that. You're just not defending yourself. You're not trying to defend yourself. But yet again, you're also being victorious because these people can touch you intellectually. Okay? Ooh. Thank you, Spirit Guides and Ancestors. Yeah, because of these third-party situations and in terms of this offer, this specific offer coming up. Thank you, Spirit Guides and Ancestors. Angels, thank you for the messages. What other messages do you have for Sagittarius and Cancer? Okay, yes. So you're basically being victorious intellectually because these people can't touch you. They can try, but they can't touch you. But you yet again, you still actually need to defend yourself in the process by actually kind of proving that you're worth this certain offer that's actually coming up. Thank you, Spirit Guides and Ancestors, for the messages. What other messages do you have for Cancer and Sagittarius? So Cancer is a water sign and Sagittarius is a fire sign. Okay. Yep. This is actually fire energy. One is all about fire energy. So this is basically Aries, Aries, Leo, and Sagittarius. So you're basically being creative, being very, very creative. Another thing about the Queen of Wands is that she's not the High Priestess, but she's also and I just heard a helicopter. And Spirit actually speaks to us through signs. So you're basically being intuitive, and ancestors yet again. I want to speak about this cat. So you're basically just being protected in the whole process. Your ancestors are just all around you and actually protecting you in the whole process, and you're being creative in terms of this offer. So it's as if people cooperation. Okay. People actually noticing that you're actually putting in the work. You're putting in the work. Yep. So you're putting in the work, and this has actually been very burdensome for you. Like very, very burdensome, I'm hearing. Of which is actually what I wanted to mention next. And the Ten of Wands just basically confirmed everything. And I did mention earlier that the wands actually deal with fire signs, but it's also like creativity. So you've actually been creative. So people are actually noticing all of that, and there's a certain offer that's coming up. There's a certain offer that's coming up, and you're literally being victorious in terms of that. So yeah, okay, and yes. You're basically just standing in your power, but Yeah, you're basically standing in your power, and I'm also hearing that the people that are actually trying to fight you are people that are actually in authority, but you have all the skills. You have all the skills. Hence you being victorious. I did mention that it's intellectual more than anything, because it's not a physical fight or where you have to defend yourself physically. No, it's intellectual more than anything, and you basically have the skills. Okay, and you're being this has been burdensome. You know, when you're busy with something, whether it's a project or you're just creating anything, it's obviously gonna be burdensome. But it's as if the people who are trying to fight you don't realize that you actually had to acquire the skills, and on top of that, you had to put in the work. You get what I'm saying? So yeah, hence these people can't even touch you when it comes to like intellect, and you're standing in your power. And you could also be dealing with an Aries actually, because the Emperor is Aries energy, and I did mention that ones are actually all fire fire energy, which is Aries, Leo, and Sagittarius. And this book has ancestors. What other messages do you have for Sagittarius and Cancer? Okay, it didn't come up in the upright or in the reverse. It just came out like this. So it's just a matter of you actually not trying to defend yourself or build up a wall. You're actually just keeping things balanced. I did see the star card, so you could also be dealing with an Aquarius. So you're basically just keeping things balanced by basically being introverted and extroverted. Okay, so you just in between. You're not trying to hide the fact that you actually do have skills, you know. So you literally fighting this intellectually. Because another thing about being intellectual, whether it's emotionally or whatever, you always know when to act, right? So yeah, basically, I can't believe it's all ones. Yeah. And you're actually dealing with this specific woman who's actually not stable, because the Empress in the upright is actually someone who's stable, someone who's also creative and has all these ideas that can actually just manifest themselves in the physical like easily. So basically, you're dealing with someone who's abusing their power. I did mention earlier when I saw the Emperor that you are actually standing in your power, but yet again, it's as if there are people who are in the authority who are actually trying to fight you, but yet again, you are actually winning this in terms of intellect, because they can't touch you. So yeah, this could be a woman. You're dealing with a woman that's actually trying to fight you in terms of this specific offer, in terms of the Ace of Pentacles that I saw earlier. And you have the skills, so it's like you don't necessarily have to prove anything to anyone. You just need to continue doing what you're doing. And the offer will basically come to you, because that's also another thing about having those skills. Obviously, everyone or every organization wants that specific person that's actually going to do the job. No one wants a person who's actually going to get them just sit around and not do anything. The corporation is supposed to grow at the end of the day. So obviously, they're gonna want someone who's actually equipped and has the qualifications to be able to do the job. Thank you, Spirit Guides and Ancestors. Hence, I was just shuffling, but Spirit just told me flip flip the card, like the whole deck around. So you're being joyful in the whole process. Hence, I said these people can't touch you. It's as if you because this whole situation was very burdensome, right? So it's as if you already noticed that, man, I actually do have the skill, and I can actually do all of this all on my own, and I'm also protected yet again. And you're just being happy and joyful in the process. Actually heading towards your success and your wish fulfillment and your abundance, which is the Sun. Okay. Thank you, Spirit Guides and Ancestors, for the messages. What other messages do you have for Sagittarius and Cancer? Cancer, the water sign, Sagittarius, the fire sign. Spirit Guides and Ancestors. Weirdly enough, the Chariot is actually Cancer energy. It's Cancer energy. So if it was another sign, I would have said you're dealing with a Cancer. but this just means that you're no longer you're basically being victorious, and you're no longer trying to fight these people at all, especially intellectually. Hence I did mention in the fact that you're winning intellectually. So you're no longer fighting this at all. You're no longer fighting this. Basically, it's as if you're choosing to be in a journey where you're focusing on your work and basically trying to balance things out. I did speak about this star earlier on. So you're basically just trying to balance things out, knowing when to go out there and actually look for opportunities and actually go back, go within and actually try to find answers or more skills and all that. So you're just choosing to not be in a journey where you're trying to prove yourself to people that, man, I can actually do this. You're no longer doing that. Okay, thank you, Spirit Guides and Ancestors. Yes. Because these same people, they can't fight you. They really can't. So what they do is that they'd rather confuse you and actually kind of belittle your work and make you feel like you're you're actually not worth getting the certain offer. But you know for a fact, hence you're basically not trying to prove yourself, to prove the fact that you've been acquiring all these skills. So you just stop doing all of that. And also I'm hearing that this whole situation has been burdensome. So these same people, instead of them acquiring the skills, they'd rather fight you, and they've actually put you in the three of wands, where it's as if you're kind of derailing and basically kind of using your energy to actually fight them, of which now you're realizing that you shouldn't, because that has been very, very, very burdensome, and it has been draining you for some time now, to a point where, it was in the reverse. So to a point where you basically had to balance knowing when to go outside and actually be creative and get those skills, or whether you should actually just or basically go outside or build up a wall and just go within to find answers and skills. So basically now I'm hearing that, well, as I placed the 9 of Wands, it actually switched to the reverse. So that basically just means that you're no longer building up a wall, because you can see that you have the skills, so why hide it, right? So yeah, these people have been putting you in this mode. Yep. And you're literally just choosing to cut them off instead of proving yourself and trying to be victorious, of which you could literally be focusing on your future. And whether you know about this offer or not, basically focusing on the future. And if you do know about the offer, basically focusing on acquiring the skills to be able to get this offer. And you basically have the intellect in terms of creativity, and you also have the intellect in terms of emotions. And these people have been trying to put you in the 3 of Wands in the reverse, where you're basically just questioning whether, well, am I worth all of this? Am I worth this offer? Or can I actually do this? Because in terms of the Queen of Wands, it's something that's huge. If it's a project, then it's something that's very, very, very huge. So you basically just need to, and the Ten of Wands just proves the fact that it has been burdensome. Because acquiring skills and actually getting the work done is not easy. You need to do it. So yeah, you're no longer building up a wall. Yep. And you're no longer letting them put you in the Three of Wands in the reverse. So you basically just question your values and your beliefs. Okay, thank you, Spirit. Let's get the messages. What other messages do you have for Sag and Cancer? Yep, I think I'm done. Okay, so yes, you've been acquiring these skills for some time now, hence they can't touch you. They can try, but they can't. So you basically have been trying, and you've been building this foundation. You've been building this foundation, and it has been very burdensome. But you're being victorious because you have the skills, and there's actually an offer that's coming up. There's an offer that's coming up. Kudos to you for actually realizing that you don't need to focus on people. It's better to actually focus on acquiring the skills instead of being on a journey where you have to prove yourself to people that, wait, I can actually do this. No, you don't need to do that. And you're basically cutting them off and leaving them in the cold. They're just shivering now on some, we can't touch him or her now. But it is what it is, you know. And again, kudos to you for acquiring all those skills. And congratulations, actually, because the Four of Wands is actually, it just speaks about building that foundation. And it's another thing about building the foundation, it's actually hard to do that. It's very, very hard. Of which the Ten of Wands actually just proves it. So congratulations to you. And yeah, and if they don't serve you, cut them off. Be the King of Swords, cut them off and leave them in the cold. Why would you actually let a person in your life who's actually going to question everything that you do? Well, you know that you're in the right direction, right? Right. Okay. Thank you very much for tuning in, Sagittarius and Cancer, and cross watchers, because I know that does happen, right? Thank you very much. Love you lots. Bye.